If there's one group I cannot stand, you probably think I'm going to say criminals or evil individuals. No, not at all. It's Gen Z. I cannot stand these people. The youth of today, ladies and gentlemen, they make me sick, and I have all the evidence that anyone will ever need to prove the fact that they are, I can't swear yet, but pieces of, I can probably swear now, pieces of shit.
Not to be like overly dramatic or anything.
We should listen. She has a Palestine pin on her hat. Doesn't have a Ukrainian pin or a Black Lives Matter pin or all cops are bastard pin, but she does have a Palestinian one, so we should listen. Okay, what does she have to say? She, I'll say she because I'm a nice guy.
Can we just start stabbing transphobes at this point?
Pardon? Should we just start stabbing transphobes at this point? Okay, that's a legal thing to say.
Like, we have such a big problem of transphobic people being fucking idiots and not getting their shit kicked in. Can we just start kicking their shit in?
We'll start assaulting transphobes. Who do you define as a transphobe? Is it someone that says that I hate trans people? Okay, probably that's pretty transphobic. You still shouldn't attack someone. Or is it someone that says that trans women shouldn't compete against real women? Is that transphobic? If it is, then that's the majority of people. Should we go around stabbing everybody, shall we? Sounds fucking inappropriate, lady.
It would be so much easier for everyone. The entire world would be so much better if we could just stab a transphobe.
Is this as outrageous as I think it to be? This cannot be like, this is, I know free speech is important, but when you start saying shit like this, like genuinely bringing up the assault and death of people, something needs to be done. You need to be on a watch list. You need to be investigated, but I bet that you will not be investigated because you are, not because you're just wearing a Palestinian flag, but because you are a part of a certain group. Because if a cis white person, a straight white person, okay, let me rephrase that. If a white dude made this video, they would be under lock and key in some jail somewhere because you can't say shit like this. But this fucking person can just go ahead and do it. No one cares. That's outrageous.
Say something transphobic, you get stabbed. The world would be beautiful.
You need some antipsychotics, you fucking nutbag. Ladies and gents, before we go any further, this video is brought to you by the great people at Fume. Have you heard about flavored air, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it is the much better option than vaping or smoking. It's a whole new movement led by today's sponsor, Fume, and I am a big supporter of what they do. They replace the bad in the habit. They let you keep the habit, but they replace the bad. And one of the things about bad habits is often they creep back into our lives because of boredom. The great thing about Fume is it's something to put into your hands that mimics the bad habit without the bad. Fume is an award-winning flavored air device. It draws flavor into your mouth and fills the void of the bad habit that you can leave behind. It's not a vape, there's no vapor, no nicotine, no toxic flavors, no batteries. It looks awesome, it feels nice, it's high quality, it is fantastic. Fume consistently invests in third-party testing into their products, and Fume is backed by doctors in the US. My favorite go-to flavor is crisp mint. It is very nice. Fume has served over 300,000 customers, ladies and gentlemen, so let the next one be you. For a limited time only, use my code Butterfield to get a free Fume base when you order the Journey Pack, and it's the all-new magnetic stand for your Fume device. Head to tryfume, that's tryfum.com, ladies and gentlemen, and use code Butterfield or scan the QR code immediately to get your free Fume base when you order the Journey Pack today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for Fume for sponsoring this video. Now, back to the video.
I am Ukrainian, and this is my car.
Oh God, your car's
I'm Ukrainian,
burnt. That's
and
bad.
this is my
Your
church.
church is burnt.
I'm
That's
Ukrainian,
bad.
and this
Your
is
fridge
my
is
bridge.
bad. Listen, I'm starting to see something very similar in each one of these clips, and that is your breasts, lady. This is how the video should have sounded. I am Ukrainian, and here are my tits. I am Ukrainian, and here are my tits. I am Ukrainian, and guess what? Here are my tits. Now, I get it. People have tits. That's great. Well done. But, you know, if you're going to try and get people on your side in a war, no, this probably is the best way to do it. This is probably the best way to do it. I'll give you that. If you want people to fight, I think the entire world is getting ready to fight for you.
I am Ukrainian, and this is my...
Now you put a jacket on. Fuck you.
I'm in New York City right now, standing outside of a Palestine protest.
Oh, another
I wanna
one,
know
okay.
if I actually understand why they are protesting and see if they can give me any good answers. What are you guys out here protesting for?
No comment.
Cool. Really getting your voice out there, bros.
Why are you guys out here today?
Speak to the organizers.
Ooh. speak to the organisers because this brain ain't listening. You know, she's got the Palestinian face covering. She's got the pride, little satchel, a band across here. She's doing everything right. She's got the fringe to here. This lady is, this is Gen Z.
Why can't I wanted to ask you.
Official statements from the organizers only.
In the
I don't know what I'm here for. I don't know. I have no idea.
simplest terms, why are you guys protesting?
No idea. That is some good debating.
Why are you guys protesting today?
Yeah, I don't think it would be a good idea if we...
Why are you guys protesting?
Just to be a part of the cause.
And what's the cause?
Yeah, I'm not the right person.
I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. That's hilarious.
We're just here to support. We're not the spokespeople of this event.
We're not spokespeople. We don't know what we're talking
I'm
about.
not asking for the spokesperson. I'm just asking why
Why
you guys
you
are
here?
protesting.
This is...
Why are you guys here today?
We're not interested in speaking with you.
We don't have any idea why we're here. We're doing it because it's what everyone else is doing, and this is what we do. We follow people. That's all we do.
A card from Cards Against Humanity is currently going viral.
Okay.
I'm not going to read it out loud, but here's the card.
Demolishing that ass like a Palestinian village. Okay, Cards Against Humanity. If you don't know, it's a card game. It's a very fun card game, and you have cards that pop up, and the aim of the game is to say the most horrible thing according to the card. That's how you get points, right? I think that is. I've played it a couple of times. It's good fun. Now, I imagine that this person, because they're a young person, has a problem with it. This video has 410,000 likes, so let's see the issue that this young man has with Cards Against Humanity.
For context. The card comes from a pack they have called the Jew Pack.
That's hilarious.
The description says, fun fact, 100% of the Cards Against Humanity writers are Jewish. Can you believe it? A Jewish comedy writer. Anything is possible in the 21st century.
Very funny.
The game is advertised as a party game for horrible people. It's not
Hang on a
serious,
second.
but meant to shock people. It went viral because people are debating whether it's too far. What do you guys think?
What do you think? You didn't even fucking make a point in the video. You just reported on people being, okay, well, I will feel, because you're not doing your job, whoever you are, Brooks, Phillips, you fucking goose. Mate, listen, if you get upset by a card game that's meant to upset you, you're a fucking dead shit. You're a dense You're fucked, mate. That's what you are, all right? That's all I have to say on the matter. If you get upset by that shit, then fucking grow a pair of nuts, you fucking pussy.
Oh my god, guys. I'm freaking out.
What's happened? You're pregnant. Shit.
What am I gonna do?
It's rough, mate. That's rough.
Just kidding, I already scheduled the appointment. I am what conservatives fear!
I think babies probably fear you more than conservatives. Here's the whole thing with abortion. It's horrible. I'm pro-abortion, but it is horrible because it's not like it's, you know, you're not going to the dentist to remove a tooth. You're ending a possible life. Now, I think to a certain point you should be able to do it because not everyone should be fucking parents. But at what point should you not be able to do it? I think it's probably like, 10 weeks, let's say. You certainly shouldn't be able to do it right before the baby's being born. It's a tough one, and you should never be celebrating it. It's a crazy thing to celebrate. It really, really is, because it is horrific. On top of all of that, who the fuck posts that on TikTok? That's absolute madness. That's a crazy woman. If you are dating someone like that, who carries on like that, get the fuck out now. She's gonna cut your cock off in the middle of the night. I promise you.
And what would you say is the main goal with tonight's protest?
So these are people protesting the war in Gaza, and they're doing it in universities, and this was very, very big a couple of weeks ago. We saw a lot of videos coming from these protests of people who had no idea what they were protesting. Is that what this video is going to be about?
It's just showing our support for Palestine and demanding that NYU stops. I honestly don't know all of what NYU's doing.
Is there something that NYU's doing?
I really don't know. I'm pretty sure they're...
How can you go to a protest when you don't know what's happening?
Do you know what NYU's doing? About what? About Israel. Why are we protesting here?
Palestine will be free!
I wish I was more educated.
Wish you were more educated. That should be the catch cry of Gen Z. You are doing this because people are telling you to do it. It's like the Black Lives Matter tile that people were posting. It's like this, the all eyes on Rafah People were just reposting it because it was the popular thing to do. They don't know what's happening in Rafa. They know nothing about Rafa, and they're just doing it because they want their friends to look at them and go, well done, you did the right thing. You're on the right side of history. Well, here's what I did. Trying to sell me tour dates. Come and see me live. I think that's the more appropriate thing to do in this situation.
Hi everyone, what's going on? I am Emil. Hi guys,
Amel.
We are Emily. How are y'all doing?
We are enemy.
We are also...
I am Emil. Bad name. We are Emily. All right?
We are also the Beast.
That sounds like me with gastro 3 weeks ago. You are the Beast, you are Emily, you are Emil. Cool. This is what's happening to the youth. Hopefully, this dude's playing a character. Otherwise, severely mentally ill, in my uneducated, unmedical opinion.
We are also Jack. How's our TikTok
Hey,
fans
Jack.
doing? How are our haters doing?
Good, mate.
If you guys are not a fan yet of Emily, Emil.
Can anyone just say this? Hi, I'm Emily, I'm Emil, I'm the Beast. The Beast. And I'm Jack. Come and see me live on TikTok.
The Beast and Jack. Definitely come check us out in live tonight.
How the fuck did I know he was going to say that? That's
We are going to
terrifying.
light it up for our fans. Becoming
Your
TikTok.
fans, okay, I get everyone likes different things, but if this is your thing that you like and you sit at home and watch this person on Instagram or TikTok live, your mother should have swallowed that load so quickly it flew out of her ass before it hit the back of her throat. I don't even know what that means, but that should have happened. Never be ashamed of who you are. That's terrible advice. You should be ashamed. You should be a little bit, if you're like this, you should be a little bit ashamed. Not drastically ashamed. No, maybe you should be drastically ashamed. I don't care if you do this in the safety of your own home and your own backyard, but when you post it to the internet, you deserve, I'm going to say it, you deserve to be attacked. All right? I say that with love. You deserve to be attacked.
This is kind of scary because I only realized this a couple of days ago, and I've
flag
only
on.
come out to a few people.
Okay, what do you got?
I'm a guy.
No, you're not. Sorry. Don't get me wrong. I'll call you a guy if you really want me to. But when you make this announcement in the public, someone out there in the streets is going to go, no, you're not.
Gen Z is fucked.
Oh, yes, I agree.
More than 50% of Gen Zs are reported to be struggling with mental health.
That's because these people self-diagnose themselves. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure a lot of people are struggling with mental health, but I think a lot of these people talk themselves into it. I know that's an outrageous thing to say, but I think it's pretty accurate. Although social media plays a big role, particularly when you're on TikTok all the time. And Gen Z spends more time on TikTok than any other group. They are constantly, and I mean constantly, getting this drip of dopamine. Then when they're off it, or they're at school or at work, they start to withdraw in a way. And they don't know how to deal with society and deal with the real world. And they start to become shut in, and they start to be terrified of everything. That is Gen Z, and that is why a lot of them have mental health problems. They're not in the real world. They're not made for it.
Biggest mental health issue we struggle with is stress and anxiety. I mean, when I saw these statistics, honestly, I wasn't surprised. We are literally the generation of social media. Most of us have started using
That's the
social media
issue.
since we turned 12 years old.
And it starts earlier than that. Kids with iPads and under 2 years old. Like, that's crazy. This leads to an increased risk of ADHD and anxiety. We know that. So no wonder these kids are having it when they get older. They're getting it when they're younger.
And we are constantly comparing ourselves to all these influencers who use beauty filters and live these glorious lives.
Fair point.
Not only that, but the
But that's on you too.
economy is absolutely fucked, and how
Sure
are
is.
we ever going to be able to afford to buy a house? Everything is just so
Tough.
expensive. People are literally struggling to put food on their plate, never mind someone who's still a student.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on the generational trauma that we've experienced.
What generational trauma are you talking about? You have it easier than any generation ever.
Also, the state of our planet makes you wonder whether you even want to bring your own kids into this world.
You're gonna be fine. Stop listening to Greta. Everything's gonna be okay.
I mean, we literally cannot win.
Yeah, you're gonna be alright. Just fucking chill out a bit. I think that's what you need to do. POV, you did comedy at a university and someone's chasing him. Oh, wow.
Guys, I had a bad set. I fucked in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I would love to go and do stand-up at a university. I'd hate it because it would be a shit set, but I'd love it. Imagine being so upset at a joke that you chase someone out of a university. This person's going to grow up and have children. This person's going to have to live in the real world. This person, I bet, is one of these people who self-identifies as someone with mental health disorders, someone with ADHD, someone with anxiety, all these type of problems, and they go to a comedy event to see a comedian and freak the fuck out. These are real people. These are actual real human beings that share the planet with us. That should horrify everybody. Oh, we're at a college again. Let's go.
Woman.
What is a woman?
That's a stupid question, dude. That's a dumb.
That is a stupid question. Let's throw something.
What is a woman? It's not a trick question. What is a woman?
Identifies as a woman.
The short-haired person with my haircut says that a woman is someone who identifies as a woman. What are they identifying as?
Can't answer the question with the question. Yeah, define the woman without saying woman.
It's a social role.
A social role? Like a baker?
You're in college, paying for an education. What is
This is what these kids are being taught. They do gender studies. They go and this is not even like subjects like gender studies. It gets pushed onto medical degrees. It gets pushed into economics degrees. All of this just utter shit. This is why so many young people are just off the deep end with this madness that they have been indoctrinated into since they were young.
Is a woman.
How about you talk to someone with media training? How about you talk to someone?
You don't need media
I
training.
bet you talk to someone with media training. How about you answer the question, you stupid fucking goose?
Training. It's not a trick. What is a woman?
You're not answering his question. That's like asking, what is milk? And someone going, liquid that identifies as milk. Yeah, but what is it?
It's the college kids of America going hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt who think it's a trick question when you ask them what a woman is.
He's right.
Hi, my name's Queenie and my pronouns are they, them. When I post about my gender identity and my sexuality, when I say that I don't want any labels, that is not an invitation for you to speculate on who I am or what I am. It's not a guessing game for you to play.
You're a woman, mate. But I will say this, well done on your eyebrows. They are very, very impressive. If you make your entire personality and everything in your life about what your gender is, then people are going to ask questions about it. That's just the reality of the situation. You can hate that, you can be upset at that if you want, but that is the reality of the situation. If you make everything in your life about what your gender is and call yourself a they and a she and an it, people are going to go, what the fuck are you talking about, mate? They're going to say those things. They're going to ask those questions, and it is up to you to explain what the fuck you're talking about. I don't have to explain my gender because it's regular. It's normal. You are I know this is horrible to say, but you are the abnormal. In fact, all of Gen Z is the abnormal. And what's crazy about that is we're not seeing that with the next generation. The generation that's coming through after Gen Z, they're looking at Gen Z going, what the fuck is wrong with these? And they are changing. They are becoming different people. And we should all celebrate the shit out of that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this video. And also, let me know what you think the generational trauma that Generation Z is dealing with. I'm interested to know your opinion on that. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Midig stinks. I'll see you next time. Tout le revoir. Bye-bye.